dear. Good morning guys, and welcome to Bratley View here in Lyndhurst, well, near Lyndhurst in Hampshire. Yeah, I've been following a guy on YouTube. I'll put his name down here. Sorry, I can't remember his name now off the top of my head. And I'll put a link to his YouTube channel actually. He has been going around the New Forest area, as he's local to here, taking photographs of around this area, and some of the photographs have been absolutely stunning. So I noticed that he came to this place, Bratley View, and I wanted to go to the lake where he has been and take some photographs. Unfortunately, I can't find that lake at the minute. I found a lake, which you can see just there, but it isn't the one. So I probably need guidance from him, but yeah, I'm going to keep walking around the area to find it. But I found a couple of trees here that I really like. The problem with the one that's in front of me, there's like some trees, I don't know if they're trees behind it, or a tree behind it with its trunk sticking out to the left. But what I might do is move a bit more to the right just to remove those trees from behind, sort of disguise them with the trunk of the main tree and take some photographs of that. And there's this big boy here next to me. I'm going to try and take some of that as well. And just over the lake, there's another one. I don't know if you can see it just here. And I'm going to try take one of that as well. But other than that, there's nothing else in this particular part. There is a massive woodland over there. And I might have a look what's over there. The only problem is I don't want to get lost. I have used the What 3 Words app. I'll put that down where I've parked. And that will help me get me back to my car when I need to get back. But other than that, yeah, so let me get set my camera up, and I'll come back to you in a second. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. This morning it was 2 Celsius. It's currently 4 or 5 Celsius, so it's a bit chilly, and I'm wearing a nice thick fleece to keep my chest warm, and I'm actually quite comfortable, so that's good news. Yeah, bit of a rough walk, bit difficult on my knees. I found that quite rough going, but hopefully it's worthwhile. All right, let me set up. I'll come back to you. I've tried to move more and more to the right, but the more to the right I go, the more that the tree moves obviously to the left, and it sort of moves into the area of the forest that is behind. So I've had to make a compromise and keep further a little bit more to the left than what I wanted to, and that keeps the branch or the tree, whichever it is, in the picture. I don't know whether I want to remove that in post or just leave it as it is. It won't really make that much difference, but I've got the sun just behind it, and that sun is just inside the frame. So I don't know again if that's going to have a detrimental effect to the photograph or not, but I've had to compromise with the position of the tree in regards to the forest, and the sun being in it I don't think makes a lot of difference. I don't want the sun to be facing into the camera for obvious reasons. So yeah, it's like a lot of compromises all for one photograph. The tree itself looks really great. Unfortunately, as you all know, it is winter now. There are no leaves on the tree. It's just the bare tree itself, and I think she looks great. Yeah. So anyway, I'm at f9, ISO 320. No, I'm not. I'm at f9. ISO 64, 320th of a second. I thought that was wrong. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Share that photograph now. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think. Argos had a sale of the Neo, and I bought one. The only problem with having the Neo is obviously it's something else to carry, but you know, it was reasonably cheap. I brought it, and gosh, it's so easy to fly. And it just follows you, it goes around you, it does all sorts of things. It's fantastic. It's so small that I just stick it in my pocket or just rest it in front of the pouch whilst I'm walking around. So it doesn't really hinder what I'm doing. There's no weight to it whatsoever. So yeah, it should be a good toy. You probably saw a bit of the footage at the beginning. I'll show a little bit again now of it. Just remember, guys, it's the first time I've used it. Yeah, it's just a little bit extra. Thank you. So Yeah, this photograph, not quite what I wanted really. I wanted to get really, really low to see if I could remove the background, the woodland behind. And no matter how low I go, I don't seem to be able to get that. So I've got the top that is above the woodland horizon. That looks a bit messy, if I'm honest. And because that woodland behind is autumnal like the tree, you probably can't see the tree that well. But I really like this tree. It's sort of on its own. It is a bit to the right of 3 other trees, but there's a big gap between the set. Yeah, I don't know if it's worked or not. I'll share that photograph now, you let me know. And yeah, I'll look for something else. Oh, I love this tree. I've got the camera as low as I can possibly get it, I think. I could probably go one more down, but the tree looks fantastic. And I've got it low enough to separate all of the branches from the horizon, and it looks great. I've done it at f5.6, ISO 64, and it is 250th of a second. Beautiful photograph, I think, beautiful shot. I can imagine this tree in the summer months or in the autumn months. It must look awesome. Really, really nice. I'll share that photograph now. Let me know what you think. Thank you. All right, so I really don't think that this shot, the one I've just taken, has worked. I've put a CPL on there, and I've put a 10 stop on the filter. I'm at f13, ISO 64, 1 minute exposure, because I wanted to try and flatten out the water. There is quite a bit of wind here, and it's causing a lot of ripples on the water. I wanted to try and flatten out those ripples. I don't think if I did it for a 10-minute exposure it would work, but I've had to use the 14mm lens because it's the only one that I've bought ND filters for again. Yeah, I did that because I wanted to reduce weight, and I brought out the Neo. Go figure. Anyway, yeah, I'll share that photograph now and let me know what you think, or don't. Probably don't. The tree's really nice and gnarly, twisting all over the place. And if you got the reflections right in that water, it would look like a really, really good photograph. Just the conditions don't suit it today, I don't think. So yeah, I'll share that. Thank you. I don't know where I'm going to go now, but I'm going to move. So as you know, I took a photograph of the tree. I got really low down, got a beautiful photograph of it, and I thought that'll look really, really good from above as well. So I've taken the drone up, and I've taken a photograph from above it. I think it looks all right. It's really, really windy, and I think the drone was struggling, but I've taken that photograph. I'll share that as well. Hope you like those 2 photographs. Okay. So I'm just leaving, guys, and I just happened to see this lovely tree. Beautiful round on the top, with autumnal colours that are behind the tree. So there is that separation. You can see the separation. I've used the long lens, the 180 to 600, ISO 800, f5.6, and 180th of a second, I think it was, or was it 320th? I can't remember. But it looks really nice. I'll share that photograph now. Yep, and I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, so I took some photographs of this tree from way up there with the long lens, and I thought I'll walk down and see if I can improve that, but I really don't think I can. So I have taken one. If it's any good, I'll share it, but I don't think it's going to be any good. But I really like this silver birch, and although, as you can see, it's above the horizon, I think the photograph might be all right, so I'll share that one. But yeah, and my legs, as you've probably noticed, my legs are hurting now, so I'm going to cut this. I'm going to make my way back to the van if I can find it. Yeah, it's been fun. My apologies for the gap between, I think it's 2 weeks ago I did the last one, and my apologies for that. I've had a little problem with my mouth, that has now been solved, hopefully. But yeah, please, if you've liked the photographs, help me improve my photography with trees, with woodland, whatever. Just leave comments below. If you've liked it, please give me that thumbs up. That's always appreciated. And yeah, I'm 3 people off from the 700 mark in subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. It costs nothing to subscribe, guys. I spoke to some people who said I don't subscribe to YouTube channels because I don't want to pay for it. You do not pay anything to subscribe to a YouTube channel. So please hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I will see you again soon. If not next week, because it's Christmas on Wednesday, isn't it? If not next week, then in a couple of weeks' time. But thanks ever so much. See you soon. Happy Christmas to you all. See you soon. Bye.